All right, for the month of July on the book table, we're doing a lot of fiction works, both for children and youth, though some of these reading levels have some stretch to them. Why a month on fiction? Fiction, I think, is really helpful as you're coming of age and encountering lots of different types of people. So in all of these fiction works, there's a couple things they do. Either it allows you to gain experience and wisdom through just seeing through the book lots of different types of people and situations. And it can be through adventure, or it can be through scenario. So some of these, like Pride and Prejudice, Anne of Green Gables, and I'll move myself. I think we got Little Women. There's lots of different types of people the character encounters, and then another Farmer Boy as well. And then the other ones, there's just adventure of good versus evil, and valor and integrity and truthfulness, and just all those things being confronted with characters who are foolish and cowardly and evil, even. So some of these are more fantastical. So I have one of these, Dragon and Thief, is sci-fi, but there's a lot of character development. Or Redwall, which is the Abbey mice, so with the abbot and the rats and the weasels are the bad guys in that. Other ones are historical. So in Freedom's Causes, Wallace and Bruce, G.A. Henney does tons of historical novels that he injects characters into, as well as Duncan's War, which is Scotland, the Crown and Covenant series. So some of them you can learn British, Scottish history, and then other ones people know with The Hobbit, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Tolkien and Lewis just have a lot of Christian themes, which all good storytelling has value as Christian redemptive story arcs, just reflect reality. So good fiction just reflects the way the world is through a fictional scenario. I would just say the month of July, look at these works. You can ask me if you have any questions on different ones. All of these, I think, have some value for both boys and girls, for coming of age, and you are better for having read them. So if you have any questions on any specifics or want specific recommendations, I will give those. But the kind of Anne of Green Gables, Pride and Prejudice, Little Women, all let you encounter a lot of different scenarios that show different types of people and good decisions, foolish decisions. Plus, they're just interesting stories with interesting people. Farmer Boy, Almanzo, really interesting 19th century kind of coming of age, learning, just some funny stories in it too, and just tracks kind of Almanzo kind of deciding what he thinks the good life is, and him working through just the usual struggles of school, parents, trying to train his ox team. Duncan's War and then Freedom's Cause have lots of really interesting things of freedom and family and country, and dilemmas of war and peace, and going from being a boy to being a man, which is great. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and The Hobbit, of course, just have grand epic proportions to them of good versus evil. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, of course, has allegories of Christ in there, where The Hobbit just has Bilbo encountering this big world, which we all do. Redwall is Abbey mice. So Brian Jakes has really good themes of integrity and valor and bravery, put against just these selfish conquering brats who are evil. In the book, Pride and Prejudice looks at, yeah, first encounters with people, first impressions that may or may not be right, um how your first impressions can be turned around through just observing people for longer periods of time, so withholding those. Then also just lots of different types of people who are foolish or wise or kind or cruel. Kitty, gets taken in by the good looking officer and just makes bad decisions. And I always love the BBC films and saw those dozens of times, as well as the newer movies as well, which have good aspects as well. I like the long form ones. Then yeah, Anna Green Gables. Haven't seen as recently. I don't think I've read it. I've watched the film before, but that's also just, yeah, loss of parents and moving and just getting into lots of trouble and having to work through those and grow up some as well. So yeah, lots of really good works, and I know the children are going to also have a table, which some of these, yeah, the reading level definitely could go down to fifth grade, fourth grade, even, and then yeah, some, yeah, The Hobbit, maybe seventh grade, eighth grade, depending on if you're an avid reader, but still great. A lot of these might be quicker reads, but for high school, all the way through high school, would be good reads as well. So that's my encouragement for July before school starts back, is pick up a book or order one of these off Amazon, or I have a couple in my library. Hopefully your family might have a bunch of these, or you can be the lucky one to snag a copy of these as well. Okay. Well, I hope you're having a good summer, and God bless.